on parallax scrolling. So if you guys don't know what parallax scrolling is, it's basically it's pretend movement of something to give a kind of a background look. Okay, so I don't know if you've seen in games where anything that's right in front of you moves fairly fast, and anything in the back moves kind of slow. So that's if you see that in games, especially in 2D scrollers, you see that kind of effect, giving you the effect of you walking even though you're not moving. So we'll see that in our game today. So what we're gonna start off with is making our game. If you guys can see my screen, my scratch screen, so make sure you're logged in, and then let's click on create. We're gonna make a new game. Okay. All right. So we're gonna start off with again. I'm gonna start off with my cat. If you don't want to do the cat, you can always choose a different sprite. So to choose a different sprite, you just go here, a little cat, and then choose a sprite, and you can click on any sprite. Again, for this, I'm gonna click on the cat. What we're gonna be doing is just moving. So I think the cat, whatever the cat is doing, it's fine. Okay. Once you have your cat, we're gonna reduce our size. I'm gonna give it maybe 50. Oops. So it can be a little bit smaller. Okay. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to make some road. And then in the road, we're also going to do dirt, and we're going to do sky. So let's make a background. So this time we are working on with background. So here, the background is the button that's all the way to the bottom right. So it says choose backdrop, and then we're going to draw one. So we're going to click on paint. Okay. So make sure you click on it, paint, into the, which one? What can't you go in? The paint? The background?
Creating.
Creating?
Yeah.
Okay, so are you on scratch.com, right? And then did you click on create? It's on the top left. Did you find it? Did you find it? It's up here. It says create.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so let's go back to drawing our backdrops. So what am I doing? Okay, so this is your backdrop. So again, we're making a road, some dirt, and sky. So I'm just gonna grab the rectangle tool. I'm gonna take off outline because I don't want an outline. So I'm gonna click this little slash that's here to take off the outline. And because it's gonna be road, I'm gonna make it black because pavement or asphalt is black. I'm gonna click and drag my square, something like this. Okay. Once I have this, the next thing I'm gonna do is dirt. So I'm gonna make another square. This time it's gonna be brown. So to get brown color, it's gonna be a dark yellow, orange, something like that. So if you go to like the orange color and you go a little bit darker, and you start getting like a brown color, something like that for dirt. Oops, I went too much. Okay, just gonna pick this color. Click and drag this like this. Put it on top of this one. Okay. I'm gonna move this just a bit down. That and just move it lower. Okay. And then finally we have our blue sky. So we're gonna click and make another one, and this is gonna be blue. So I'm gonna make a light bluish color. Something like this. Okay, click and drag, and made of sky. Okay. Okay, so make sure you have something like this, and then we'll continue. Okay, I'll give you guys. Just let me know in the chat when you guys are ready, actually, so we know when to move on. Okay, just let me know in the chat. Just type in done or ready. Okay, everyone else ready? They're just squares. All right, perfect. Let's move on. So now that we have our background, the next thing we want to do is let's create a road. And we already have the road blacktop, but of course the road has the little yellow lines to make traffic go one way and then traffic go the other way. So what we're going to do is we're going to paint another sprite. So we're going to click here on the little cat, and we're going to click paint. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to click on the rectangle, and we're just going to select color yellow. So let's get some yellow. Okay, and make sure it's centered like that. Okay, so make sure you have your yellow bar, and your yellow bar should be something like this. Okay. Hello, welcome.
Hi. Hi, sir.
Okay. So yeah, so like I said, we have once we have the yellow box, what we want to do, of course, is want to make this smaller, because this, if the road is this big, if the black dashes of this big, it's scary. So we're gonna reduce the size. So we're gonna put maybe 20. Yeah, 20 is perfect for me. I'm gonna put 20. And what I'm going to do is there's going to be a bunch of them that's going to spawn. I'm not going to make, I'm not going to make duplicates of them. I'm just going to make a clone and then from there make and move them. Okay. So make sure to have a yellow sprite and just put it to like the middle here, somewhere you like. Okay. This is the middle of your road. Okay? Let me know in the comments when you're done. Okay. Good. Just waiting for one more. It's just a yellow square. Okay. Just all we're doing is making a new sprite. Make sure it's a new sprite. And all we're doing is a rectangle. Just make it yellow and just put it in your scene and make it size 20. Okay, perfect. So now that we're done, the next thing we want to do is we want to create various clones for this guy. Okay, so we want to make him there, and then we also want them to spawn with a, because we're moving on the X direction, each one would be separated by some sort of X. Okay, so let's go to the code of the yellow box. Okay, once we go to the code, we are going to, of course, go to events and click on flag. So when the flag is clicked, I want to do something. What I want to do is I want to loop, so repeat. I want to make 10 of these, so I'm going to make 10. So repeat 10 times and create clone of myself. Okay. Once that's ready, then we'll have 10 clones, but we need to separate each one by a different X. So what I want to do is go to looks. I want to hide my original because I don't care about my original. And I want to move, so go to motion. We're going to go to, go to. My X is, my Y is going to stay the same. So here I'm going to put negative 150. Okay. And my X is going to be, oh, sorry, it's not go to X. I'm sorry. It's change X by. So I'm going to say change X by. So we're going to change X by and then a number. Here we're going to put negative 68 or negative 70, sorry. So we have negative 70 and then each one is going to be changed. So now if I press the flag, I will have my clones, but my clones of course are hidden. So the easy way to tick them on is go to back to control, click on when I start as a clone, and then go to looks, and we're going to show. Okay. We click the flag, and then we have all our stuff here. But notice that our things are all stuck on the left because our original one is now spawning on the left. So what we need to do is let's get our original, and what we need to do is we need to move it to start here. Okay, and then that location is going to be our X is going to be 200. It says 225. Let's give it a 235. 10 more. So we're going to go to.
Teacher, can I use another computer?
Sure. Okay, so we have our, let's see. Oh yeah, go to. So we're gonna go motion go to. We're gonna say go to, and then here after we hide, we're gonna go to our position. So remember, we said our X is gonna be 235. Okay, and then our Y, I'm gonna keep it at negative 149. Okay, if that works for me, that's like in the center. If that's not your Y, then you can change it to a different Y position. But this, for me, this works. So now when I press the flag, now I have my road. You see how my road is now separated by 50. I put 70, so now each one is separated by 70 70 units. Okay? All right, so let me know when you guys are at this point. Type in the chat, done. It doesn't work? What's wrong? Oh, okay. I think I know what's wrong. The reason, no, actually, never mind. The background is always in the back. This yellow sprite is always in the front. So, do you want to share your screen so I can see what's going on? Okay. Let's see what you have. Okay. The X that you see the change X by, it has to be inside the repeat block, not outside. Yeah, it has to be no, it has to be after the create clone. Yeah. There you go. Okay. And do you want to share your screen so you can see so I can see what's going on? Do you guys want to share your screen so I can see what's going on? Okay. Let's see. Oh, wait, wrong one. Okay. Okay. The reason why yours isn't working is because you have this script on the cat. This script does not belong on the cat. The script belongs on the block, on the yellow block. So to fix this, click the block, the one with the flag. No. Click on your cat, and then click and drag both of the blocks. So click on the flag block. Yeah, click and drag it into the yellow box. The yellow box down here, down. There. Yeah. Okay, and do the same thing with the other block. Yeah. You're just moving it to the other. Good. Now erase these. Click and drag them outside on the left. So you can, no. Don't delete that. Go back to your cat. Go to your cat. Okay, and then delete those two blocks. You don't need them anymore. Yeah. So click and drag it out. Delete them. You have to delete everything. Just click and drag it out to the box, to the blocks on the left. Okay. Yeah. Now press flag, and now it should work. Yeah. So now your Y position is a little bit low. Click on your box. Yeah. And then change your Y from -149. Yeah. No. Click on it. No. Okay. So can you click stop on your game? Okay. Can you click the little eye? The eye, the show, the eye that's there. Okay. Can you click? It's on the bottom left of your corner. Can you click on it? No. On your game. Yeah. Can you move your cat to the middle? Okay. And then you see on the bottom left, there's a yellow box. Can you click on it? I don't know if you can click on it on your game. In your game, on the bottom left. Yeah. You can't click on it. Oh, yeah, there you go. Okay. Just leave it there. Leave it there. Somewhere in the middle, where you want your middle. Yeah, something like that. Okay, see how your Y is 17? So you need to change your Y to 17. So click on the blue box on the left. On the left on your code. In your code, you see how it says go to X 235 and Y, change it to 17. No, right here in your code when you start as a clone. Up here. Yeah, right there on the Y. Change it to 17. 17. No, not negative. Just 17. Now press flag and it should work. There you go. Okay. If you want it to be a little higher, just change the number. Instead of 17, do 20. And then the number, your road should go a little higher. Okay. Anyone else needs help? Okay. Can you present your screen so I can see what's going on? Did you present your screen?
I think so.
Well, I can't see it.
Hmm.
There you go. Or, yeah, both of you are presenting at the same time. All right, I'm going to go one by one. I'm going to do Johan first.
Okay.
Okay. Can I see your scratch?
Okay. So when I just click the flag, it goes on top of it.
Okay, that's no problem. Let's click on your code. Okay. Okay, so I see your problem. Your problem is instead of Y being 149, it should be negative 149. So minus sign in front of it. Now try it. Press the flag.
Okay.
Okay. Now, if you want it a little higher, just make the number instead of 149, do 130, and it should go higher. Yeah, press the flag, and then the road should go a little bit higher.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Awesome. And next, we have. Sorry, I didn't catch your name. What's your name? Okay. Can I see your scratch game? I'm helping you out right now, Mr. Guy that's looking at my face. No, you don't need help. Okay. Okay. What's wrong? Do you need help? Do you want to type on the text so I know what you're trying to say, or use your mic? Okay. So since you joined in late, so let me go through this quickly, and you can try to catch up. Okay. So what we're gonna do is make a new backdrop. Okay. So here, click on the backdrop and just click on backdrops, the paint. Okay, and we're going to create three squares. Okay, the first square is a black square. That's going to be your road. Then we create a brown square. This is going to be your dirt. And then we're going to create a blue square, which is your sky. Okay, so they're very basic. Just click on the rectangle and then draw your squares. Okay, so make sure they don't have an outline. So if you want to remove an outline, just click on this little box and just click the little slash to remove the outline. Okay. Once you have that, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to create a different sprite. So click on the sprite, or click here, and then paint another sprite, and we're just creating a yellow square, and that's it. Okay. In that yellow square, we're going to create code, and then in the code, we're going to write this code here. Okay. We're going to start at a position. We're going to create clones, and we're going to make a distance of each one. We're going to create a distance for each one. Okay. And then when we're done, we're just going to show it. Okay. Okay. So just try to do those backdrops and stuff, and then we'll when we take a break, I'll check it back on you. Okay. Because we got to move on. All right. So let's get back to my presentation. Let's see. Okay. So we have our guy, and then what we're going to do is we're not going to move our guy. Instead, we're going to move the road. So this is where the parallax scrolling starts to happen. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to check if we're touching a key. Okay. I'm going to do A and D. You can do left and right key, whatever key you want. That's fine. For today, I'm going to do A and D. So I'm going to go to Control. I'm still on the yellow. Make sure you're on the yellow blocks. Okay. We're not doing the cat. The cat has no scripts. So click on the yellow blocks. And this one will apply only when I start as a clone. So when I start as a clone, I'm going to go to forever. And I'm going to grab 4 ifs. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Each one is going to be a separate statement. Okay. The first if is we're going to check if we're pressing a key. So here, if we're pressing, again, I'm going to do A and D. So here, key press A. And then here, we're going to type in key press D. Okay, A and D for me. Okay. So if A is pressed, I want to do something. What I want to do is I want to change my X. Okay, I just want to move to the left. So here, I'm going to change my X by 10. Okay. The next thing we want to do is we want to change my X by -10. So we're going to click on change X. Here, instead of 10, it's going to be -10. Okay, to go forward and back. Okay. Now the next thing we want to do is whenever this reaches a certain X value, which is all the way to the left, we want it to wrap around back to the front. Or if we're moving to the front and it gets to the edge on this side, it's going to move all the way back. Okay. So that's why we have 2 operators. So here we're going to grab a greater than sign, okay, and a less than sign. Okay. So here we're going to go to sensing again. So now sensing position, motion, and here we're looking for X position only. So we're saying if X position and X position here. Okay. So here we're checking if it's all the way to the left. We're saying, okay, if X position is less than -235. Okay, that means it already reached the boundary on the left-hand side. Or here on this if statement, if the X position reached 235, which is the opposite, so 235, we have on this side. So what I want to do, I want to wrap everything back. Okay, so I want to set X to 235, and then the opposite on the other one. Here, this one's going to be -235. Okay. Once you have that, when you press the flag, you'll start seeing that when I click on my mouse or click on A and D, I'm able to move. And then, I'm not moving. All it's doing is the road. It's pretending to move, right? And it's giving me the fact that I'm moving, but I'm not moving. My cat, remember, my cat has no script. Only my road is moving. Okay. So again, all we're doing is just doing a parallax scroll where we have our road that is constantly moving left or right, depending on our movement, okay? I'll give you guys a couple minutes just on the chat, just type we're done so we can move on, okay? And then let me help out our friend here. What's your name again, buddy? Is this, sorry, I can't reach him. Isaac, okay, okay. Okay, Isaac, let me help you out. Okay, so, all right, so did you make your, okay, you're still making your background, that's good. So yeah, so just make a, yeah, blue one. Yeah, go to the bathroom, it's fine. Okay, so that's there, good. Make another one, make another square, it's gonna be brown or black for that, the floor. And then in the middle, do brown. So to do brown, it's gonna be like a dark yellow. Double check your code, Min. Double check your code first, and then I'll check it out. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's good. Okay, now go back to your thing, and then here we're gonna click on the little cat on the bottom right. And we're going to paint. Yeah, and then we're gonna make just a yellow box for our road. Or yellow. Okay, that's good. And now reduce the size of it. And so you see how the size says 100? Change it to 20. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. And now drag it down somewhere in the middle of the black road. Okay, I'll check right now, Min. Just give me a moment, okay? Let me just finish with Isaac. What are you doing, Isaac? Just delete them. You don't need to. Put it in the center. You see that little cross? Yeah, put it in the, yeah, there you go, good. Okay, and now just drag your, no, don't rotate it. Drag the yellow box on the game, and then put it in the middle of the black box. On the right, on the right. Put it in the middle. Yeah, somewhere where you want it. Yeah, that's fine. That's good. Okay. Now let's write our code. So look at my code. Yeah, and then we need to make this code, and then make the other code. To make this easier, if you guys want, you guys can just snap, or just follow that. That's fine. That's cool. Okay, so just catch up. Basically, when you're done with that, you're basically catched up already. Okay. Okay, Min, do you want me to check your stuff? Just share your screen so I can. Yeah, share. I'm gonna check Min first, and I'm gonna check you. Okay. Okay, let's see your stuff, Min. So yours isn't working. Oh, you have the wrong signs. Okay, so no, don't. Okay, yeah. So this one, the first one, it should say greater than 235, not negative. So no minus. It's gonna be positive. Yeah. Okay, and the second one is negative 235. Okay, and then you have to switch the set tos. That one goes up here. This one goes down there. Perfect. Okay, now press the flag button. Okay. So yeah. So the reason why that happens is because your size is pretty big. So can you change it down to instead of size 25? Can you change like to 15 maybe? Yeah, because your size is pretty big. Yeah. Okay. You know what? Just remove one of your clones. So instead of repeat 10, you repeat 9. Yeah. So just put one less clone. Hmm. Yeah. Just do one less clone then. Instead of 9, do 8. Yeah. Do 8. Hmm. Yeah. Try that. No, still not working. Okay. Change it back to 10. And then instead of negative 79, do negative 59. Instead of negative 70, sorry. Yeah. Do negative 59. Yeah. Try that. Press the flag. No. Try removing one more clone. Instead of 10, do 9. Instead of 10 clones, do 9 clones. All right, press the flag button. That's interesting. Why don't I have that problem? Um, Maybe your box isn't that big. Um, see, try to reduce it a lot. Instead of 9 clones, do 6 clones. Let's see what happens. Yeah, and you have a large gap. Yeah, it's just you're wrapping back. Oh, I know. I'm sorry. Yeah, I should have saw this. Yes, change it back to negative 70, and change it back to 10. I'll help you in a bit right now. Just let me just finish with min. Yeah, change it back to 10. I see your problem. Okay, your X position, it shouldn't start at 205. It should start at 235. So change that to 235. Now start it up. Press the flag. No, not negative 235, just regular 235. You put a minus. No minus. Uh-huh. Oh yeah, that's wrong with yours. Yeah, that means yours is your blocks are pretty big. You put negative 70, right? 235 should have fixed it. Hmm. Try again with the smaller number. Instead of change negative 70, do no, sorry. Instead of repeat, instead of 10, do 6. Yeah, try that again. Okay, that looks a little better. So you need one more. So try 7. Mm-hmm. Okay, that looks a little better now. Yeah, I think it looks good, right? I think all the blocks have even spacing. Okay, that's fine. All right, let me help someone else. Can you share your screen?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm just making sure. Are these the amount of if statements needed?
Yeah, we need 4 if statements.
Okay, got 4.
Yeah, but yours is not going to work because yours is they're nested. They have to be outside. So click and drag your second if statement outside outside your other if. So you see how the second if statement is inside the first if statement? Click click on it and drag it out. Yeah, it has to be outside the if statement. Inside, yeah, good. There you go. Okay, now that
Yeah.
should work.
Thanks.
Does it work on yours? Okay.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay, what about you? Forgot your name. Sorry. You. It's under Yuhan. Tony. What about you, Tony? Is it Tony?
Okay, I'm Tony.
Oh yeah. Okay. Do you need help or is it not working?
I need help.
Okay. Can you share your screen?
Okay, so when I go here and then boom,
Ah. Okay.
then
Um,
there's only one.
okay. Yeah, because they're all bunched up into one. Click on your little blue yellow box. Yeah. Let me double check your code. Um, so repeat 100. That's too many clones. You need to remove the clones. So just do 10. So instead of repeat 100, do 10.
Okay.
Yeah, that's too many clones. Yeah. Now, next, change your go to X. So instead of 230, 253, they should say 235. So 235.
35.
Yeah. Okay. And let's continue scrolling down. Okay. And then there's your problem. Your problem is that these numbers are inverted. So if the number is less than negative 235, it should go to positive 235. So change this to 235 to positive. So no negative. And then the other one should be negative. Oop. Yeah, perfect. Now run it. It works?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right, so let's go back. Is everyone okay? Half of my yellow lines disappeared. Can you share your screen again? Okay, can you zoom into your code? I can't really see your code. Yeah, okay, perfect. Let's see. Can you scroll down? Can you scroll up again? Can you press the flag and run it? Oh, that's. Oh, I think your square is not centered. Can you click on your square and go to the costume? Okay, so can you go up to the costume tab? Yeah. Okay. See how it's not centered? Your square is all the way down there, and your middle is right there. So click and drag it until it snaps in the middle. You see how your thing has a middle? Yeah, make sure it's snapped. There you go. Perfect. Okay. Now go back to your code. And now change your, instead of Y, you know how it says Y17? Change it to negative 150 and it should work. So it's on the first column on the left. On the left. In your code. So instead of 17, it should say negative 1. Okay, that's gone. All right, try it. Press flag. There you go. So now can you move and does it work? Press A or press D. There you go. All right, good. That's working. All right. So let's go back to my presentation, to my screen, I mean, and we're gonna move on. Okay, the next thing we want to do is we want to do basically the same thing, but for other objects. And the reason why we're doing the same thing is because we want to see this effect with other objects at different speed. With different speeds, we create a different kind of viewpoints, or yeah, or what is that called? Perspectives. There you go. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to grab another sprite. So I'm going to click on Choose Sprite. Okay, I'm going to search a sprite. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for trees. So here, I'm going to click on this tree. This tree looks cool. Okay. And then this tree, I'm going to put it to the side of the of the street. So it's not going to be touching the black, but it's just going to be like right on the side. Okay. And this one, what's going to happen is we're going to make this a size. So whatever you put, that's fine. But this one is going to be size, change it down to maybe 60. And that's good. Okay, so it's going to be 60%. That's good. The next thing we want to do is, of course, we want to spawn many copies of this. Okay, so the simplest thing we're going to do is click back on the yellow box. Okay, and then this yellow box, I'm just going to click and drag one at a time. So this block and this block, I'm going to click and drag it into the tree. So I'm basically just copying the code. So just watch me. So I grab this, I drag it in the tree, and you see how when I drag it into the tree, it starts to shake. Then I just let go, and it copies. I do the same thing with the second block. I move it, put it here, and then let go. Okay, so now when I click on my trees, now both of my codes are there. So now I click and drag it out, and it has the same code as my sprite. Okay, if I run it, it's going to do exactly the same. So I press flag, and now I have my trees and my my lines at the same time. But that's not what we want. So I'm going to click on stop. Okay, and then make sure you click on the little eye so you can see the little tree again. Okay. The changes we want for this one is we want to make these guys spawn anywhere on the x-axis, but on the y, it's going to stay the same. So we're going to use a different function. Instead of changing x by -70, we're going to remove this block, and instead we're going to say go to. Oh, you guys also have to change this go to. So so make sure you put the tree where you want it. So let's just say like this. Remove this go to that's on the tree, and then put the new go to, because the new go to has the new x and y. Okay. Once you have that, grab another one, go to, and then put it here. Okay. Once you have that, we now have to. Oh, sorry, it's going to be before the clone. Okay, so before cloning, I have the go to x. So my x has to change. My y is going to stay the same. So we know that my negatives can go up to -235. My positives can go all the way to +235. So I'm going to pick a random number. So go to operators and pick random number. So I'm going to put it on my x. Okay. So here I'm going to put -235 to 235. Okay. Now when I press the flag, now I have 10 trees that are randomly scattered. So now when I start moving, my trees move with me. Okay. But that's not the point of this. The whole point of this is that each one is going to be changing at different speeds. So now if you click on the trees, what I want to do is I want to change at different speeds. So here, instead of changing x by 10, I'm going to change it by 3. And this one by -3. Okay. Now when I press the flag, now I have a better scene. Okay. Now you will also have this error where the cat is being like cut between the trees and the thing and the road because of layering. The easy way you can fix this is click on the cat, click on events. So when the flag is clicked, and all we want to do is we want to go to front layer. Okay. So this, make sure you put this on the cat. When the flag is clicked, go to front layer. So when you press flag, the cat is always going to be in front of the trees. Okay. All right. Let me know if you have any questions. Oh, sorry, with the code. Here you go. Sorry about that. So make sure we're getting random position, and then we're changing instead of 10, we're changing to 3. Okay. You can share your screen if you have a problem. If you don't have a cat, like I said, you don't have to put a cat. Just put any random thing. So just choose a sprite, and you can choose. I don't know if you want to do, like Ben. I'm gonna click on Ben. You can make him walk. Just put him there. Just make sure you put him like, what did I put? 35%. No, too much. Maybe 45%. That's good. So just have Ben there. You don't have to have the cat. And instead of the cat, you can have Ben. Again, I just like using the cat. And I think you can get the cat back. So if you go to search, I think you can. Yeah, here the cat's right here. You can actually just select the cat, and you can have the cat back. All right, let me know in the chat when you're ready to move on. Yeah, so whatever code you copied, just make sure you keep it in the block. Yeah, we're not deleting any code. Well, we are deleting the code. The ones that was on the yellow box on the trees, now it's different. So remember, the thing we changed is the go-to. So this one has change X by -70, and then this tree should have go to pick a random position on the X. The Y stays the same at -59, because all the trees are going to be in the same level. Okay, and like I said, when you press play, you should be able to move. The dots or the road should move faster than your trees. The trees shouldn't move at the same speed. Okay. I don't know. I know you can't see it on my screen because the recording or the Google Meet doesn't do very fast capture, so it's gonna look choppy. Wait, can you share your screen so I can see what's going on? Okay. So let's make your tree smaller. So click on the size and then change it to 45. Yeah, click on your tree, and then change it to 45. Okay, that's yeah, that's good. And then change your cat to 35. So click on your cat, then change it to 35. Yeah. Okay, that's good. And now, so what's the problem? It's working? Trees like to go down. It's like go down. You want the trees to be a little bit higher? Is that what you're saying? Okay. So to do that, let's go back to your Scratch. Can you go back to your Scratch? Okay. So let us click on. Oh, I see. Okay. So can you stop your game? Can you press stop? Hello. Can you press stop on your game? Okay. Now can you show your tree? Click on the eye. Yeah. Okay. Now put it where you want it. Okay, so take note on the Y. See how the Y says -52? So you're gonna click on your code. That's good. So click on your code on the left, and you see your first blue box. Yeah, it says -59. Change it to -52. So same number as that one. -52. Okay, and the second also change it to -52 on your Y. The second blue box. Yeah. -52. Perfect. Okay, now press the flag and it should work. Is that better? Okay. Okay. Do you want to share your screen? Okay. Can you press the flag and see what's going on? Hey, what's the problem? Can you move? To move, remember you have to press A and D. Yeah, that's what we want. Click on your trees and then make sure you lower the speed, because I think your trees are going the same speed as your. No, click on your trees. You're clicking on your cat. Okay. So you see how it says change X by 10 and change X by -10? Change it to 3 and -3. Okay. Now press the flag, and then it should be able to work. That's all we want. Pressing going forward and going back. Remember, our cat is not moving. The whole point of this is that it tricks us into thinking that it's moving. Okay. All right. So let's continue. If there's any more questions. Now the next thing we want to do is we're going to add more stuff to it. Okay. So this one is up to you how you want to do it. All we're doing is literally copying the same thing, except we'll be working with our X, and then clouds are going to be working with our X and Y. So we're going to click on make another sprite, and we're going to look for a cloud. I'm going to choose this cloud. This cloud looks pretty good. Okay. And I'm just going to drag this cloud up here, make the size 35. Okay, that's good. And then all I'm going to do is again from the tree one. Don't get the one from the line. So get the one from the tree. click and drag this into the cloud. Click and drag this one into the cloud also. Okay, so we're just copying the code. Now we have both of these. Okay, so now that we have both of these, all we're going to change is, again, we need to change how fast we're going. So instead of 3, now we're going to do 1 and -1, because the background, everything all the way in the back shouldn't move as fast as things that are near us. Okay, so that's the perspective movement. Okay, and the next thing we want to do is we're going to pick a random X and we're going to pick a random Y. So we're going to go to operators. We're going to pick a random number and we're going to do exactly what we did here. So here we're going to say, oh, sorry, no, I lied. It's not going to be -235, because if we take a look at the cloud, if I go all the way up here, you see how my number says 163, so this is good. And then my bottom number, if I bring this cloud down here, this says 19. Okay, so I'm going to put those numbers. So I'm going to say 19 to 165. I think it's 165, right? Yeah, 161. Okay, that's good, fine. So now I press the flag. Now I should get a... Oh, whoops. Oh, guys, sorry, I changed the wrong one. It's this one. I was supposed to change the wrong one. Okay. What did I say? Was it 16 and what? This is 15 and 160. Okay, so 15 and 160. Okay, and now when I press the flag, now I should have random clouds at random positions. Okay, and now that I have these clouds, I can move forward, right? And these clouds will also move forward, except, like I said, these clouds are moving slower because they're moving at 1 speed. Okay, and then the more you move, the clouds are moving back, and then they're basically recycling themselves on the front, repositioning themselves in the front. Okay, so this is the effect you should be getting. Okay, we have movement, and then we have clouds in the back. Let me know if you have any questions. Okay, if you're ready, just in the chat, just say ready, so we know, so I know to move on. Okay. All right, looks good. Looks like everyone is ready. Perfect. Okay. Now the next challenge I want you guys to take is I want you guys to figure out by yourself. I want you guys to place these buildings. So I'm going to click on choose a sprite, and I'm going to click here on this building. Okay. So I'm going to click on this building, and this is going to be here. Okay. And what I want you to do is I want you to do exactly what we did here with the trees, except I want you to do it with the building. Okay. Try to figure out how to spawn buildings in the background. That's gonna, or not in the background, somewhere around here, like around the dirt road. And then you're gonna spawn multiple of them, okay? So one thing, the only clue I'm gonna give you is this. You see how this is right in front of the trees? I want this to be behind the trees. So here when I start, so let's see. So when I click the flag, I want to go forward one layer. Okay, not forward. Sorry, backward one layer. Okay. And then the clouds, we're going to change this to go to the back layer. So click on the cost or here. Here, go to back layer. And now, oops, actually this will actually is going to go here. Go to back layer. Okay. And now my buildings are going to be in front of the clouds and then behind the trees. Okay. And then the movement should be at 2. The trees are moving at 3, clouds are moving at 1, buildings should move at 2. Okay. And you should probably reduce the size of this. Go like 60 maybe. Yeah, that looks good. And their buildings there. Okay. So I'll give you guys a couple of minutes to try to figure it out. Okay. Again, it's basically the same thing we've been doing. Just type in the chat when you're done. Okay, so your end product should look something like this, where we have the buildings and we have our trees and the clouds. Okay. Like I said, just text on the chat. Just text on the chat when you're ready. Okay. So to fix that problem where the buildings and the clouds and trees are not in the right position, so click on your cat or the guy you're controlling, and put a forever block, and always make it go to the front layer. So make sure you have this. Okay. And the next thing you want to do is click on the trees. And then on the trees, what we're going to do is here, when I start as a clone, grab a go to front layer and then put it here. So when it starts as a clone, it goes to the front layer. And that should fix your problem with the trees and the buildings. Okay. And now the buildings with the clouds, the change you need to do is go to the clouds and just go to back layer. So when I start as a clone, just go to back layer. Okay.
And the place where they go, how can I edit that?
Sorry, what was that?
Like my building goes to the end of the screen, like the bottom, and the clouds are in the middle.
Can I see your screen? I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, so boom. It's like this.
Okay. So let's fix your problem. One of them is your trees are huge. So let's make your trees a little bit smaller. So click on your trees and then change your size to like 70.
Okay.
Okay. And now press the flag again. And hopefully they're a little bit smaller. Okay. So that's good. The next thing we want to do, oh, actually, just make the trees a little bit smaller. Click on the trees again, and then instead of 70, go like 50. Yeah, okay. Try that. Press the flag. Press the flag again. Okay. Okay, so now you have a problem where you never changed your pick a random position because it's always spawning at a certain location. So can you go to your code and then can you clean up your code? Your code is like what stacked on top of each other. Just move it to the side. Don't drop it. Yeah. Just zoom out. Click the little minus sign, zoom out, and then just fix your code. Yeah, there you go. That's much better. Okay, now I can see your code. Okay, so this is the tree. So it says go to X random position. Okay, now when you have that random position, remove the change X by. No. The bottom blue one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the one you don't need. So remove it. Okay, and then go grab another go to random position. And we're basically copying the one you just did up there. Yeah, you missed it. Yeah.
Where?
So no. Okay, leave that there. Leave that there.
Okay.
And then go grab another go to position. So blue, go to. Okay, and then we'll go to this one. Not random position. No random position. It's just random. Go to X. No, delete that one. We don't need it.
Okay.
The one right below go to random position.
Go to. Okay.
Yeah, that one. Put it inside. Yeah. And then that one, you're gonna pick that random and then put it on the X. And then change it to be exactly like the one on top. So negative 235 and 235. Okay, perfect. And then your Y, I think is fine. Okay, press the flag. And now your tree should be, your tree should now be randomly located.
Okay.
Position. Okay, and now let's fix your clouds. Click on your clouds, okay? Can you put your code side by side again? Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing we did with the trees. So remove the change x by and change it to the other one.
And then pick.
There. And then we need actually another one of those two for the y. Perfect. Okay. And then change your x from negative 235 to 235. Okay. And then the ones I have, if you click on the y, click on the y. So instead of 1, do 15. And then do 160. So 15 and then 160. Okay. Try out those settings. 160.
1 6.
Okay. So now you should have, so now you should have that effect. Again, can you go back to your clouds? Yeah, okay, that's good. Okay, can you go back to your building?
Okay.
Okay, now your buildings, we need to fix that. Put the building in the right place and make it smaller. Yeah, so reduce it to like 45% maybe. So stop your game. Stop your game. Okay. Yeah. Click on the eye. It says show. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And now click and drag your building where you want it. So something on that. Yeah, that's good. Change your size instead of 100. Let's do 65. Okay. Something like that. That's good. And now click and drag your stuff from your trees. No, it's not going to spawn well. Stop. Stop it. Stop the code. Okay. And click on your cloud. Okay. Can you delete all your code from your building? Just click and drag it outside. Yeah. And then click it outside. Yeah. Okay. Now go to your trees and then copy that same code into your buildings. I don't think you're dragging it in. Can you scroll down a bit? Okay. There you
go. Okay.
Okay. I think you deleted your building. Can you undo? Okay. Okay. Might want to make it smaller again. No. It's 65. Yeah. Put it in the correct position. Good. And now copy the code from the tree. Yeah. You have to move the... No, just in the bottom, there's a scroll bar. Click on the scroll bar and just scroll to the left. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Now click on your building. Okay. Where's your other block? Looks like you didn't copy one block. You only copied one. Copy the other. Yeah, so the big one. No. Make this thing smaller so the cat is not blocking the building. Yeah, I think that'll help. Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
Now it's there. Okay. Now clean up your code. Okay, good. Um, okay, so remember we need to change our Y position. So stop. Stop the code. Okay, so now instead of -10, let's do 70 on our Y. Yeah. So mine's works with 70. Let's see with yours. So put 70. No negative, just regular 70. Okay, and then the other one 70. Okay, now press space and that should work. Okay, well that's good.
And
Okay,
this.
so stop playing. Hold on, stop playing. Okay, and then change your X instead of 10. Do no, that's not supposed to be in the back layer. Because then it's gonna go behind the clouds. It's not supposed to be front layer either. So just erase that. We don't need that. We don't need that part. Okay, I put that in there. And then change your X by 1, and then sorry, not 1, 2. Change your X by 2, and then -2. Change it to 2. And then the other one to -2. Perfect. Okay. Okay, so now click on your, so this is for everyone. Just follow along. I'll show you what to do, okay? So Tony, just look at my screen. Okay, everyone. So if you guys figured it out, that's great. If you haven't, I have the code up here. So just make sure you if you wanna, all I did is literally just copy it from the trees, and then all I did is change the X, so change it to 2, change it to -2, and I put this one go back to 1 layer. But you don't need this one. I'll show you what to do. Okay. So everyone, click on your cat or your object, and make sure you have this one. When flag is clicked, forever go to front layer. Okay, so make sure you have this. Okay, so when flag is clicked, forever go to front layer. Okay, once you have that, we're going to move on to the trees. So click on the trees. Okay, and then on the trees, get a go to front layer, this one, and put it right here. Okay, so we're putting it right here, this one. So when I start as a clone, show, and then go to front layer. Okay. Make sure everyone has that. Okay, and then we go to the clouds. Okay, and the clouds, we're going to go, instead of going front layer, we're going to go back layer. Okay, so make sure you have this one. Go to back layer. Okay, and then if, I don't think we need this one. And then when you press flag, it should work where the buildings are in the back, but they're behind the trees, but in front of the clouds. And the clouds being all the way in the back. Okay. So remember, the only things we're changing are the cat, the forever go to front layer, the trees go to front layer, and then the clouds go to back layer. So the buildings become in the middle. Okay. So once you have that, this should work. Again, your trees, your dots on the street should go fast. The trees should go medium speed, medium fast. Your building should go medium slow, and then your cloud should go extra slow. Okay. The settings that I have is the blocks. The yellow blocks are 5, trees are 3, buildings are 2, and clouds are 1. Okay. So make sure you change the correct settings on each one. Okay. Does anyone have any questions about this? Does it work? Does it not work? Let me know. Perfect. Okay, and then the last thing we're gonna do, since it's working for most of you, the last thing we're gonna do is there is a problem. No, there's not a problem, but it looks kind of weird when we press the flag and then we start moving. We see the same buildings going over and over again and the same trees over and over again. So basically, there's no difference in pattern. We're basically kind of like in the old cartoons where the same background is rotating over and over and over again. That is part of the parallax scrolling. But to change that, what we're going to do is we're going to put a little more randomness to this. Okay. To do this, let's click on our trees. Okay. And then once we click on our trees, we're going to go here where it says if position is less than 235 and if position is greater than 235. Okay. So we're going to work with these two. What we're going to do is we're going to click on events. Sorry, not events, control. And we're going to wait for 1 second. Not 1 second. We're just going to wait for seconds. Okay. So click, we're going to grab two of them. We're going to put it here. Okay. So it says set 235 and then wait 1 second, or set negative 235 and wait 1 second. Okay. Once we have that, we're going to go to looks and we're going to say hide here after 235 and then show after 1 second. Okay. So hide first, wait for 1 second, and then show after 1 second. Okay. The last thing we want to do is we're going to pick a random number. So we're going to go to pick a random number and we're going to put it in here and wait for seconds. So instead of waiting for 1 second, we're going to wait a random amount of seconds. So I'm going to put 0.1 and 1. It's going to be between 0.1 seconds to 1 second. Okay. And I'm just going to click and drag this. 0.1, 1. Okay. And now when I press the flag, now whenever I move, the trees are now spawning at random times and location. Random times. So now in the background, we're now seeing a random amount of trees. So now this group of trees will now start becoming sparser or grouped together depending on the randomness of the code. Okay. And we can do the same thing to the clouds. So you can just do the same thing. You guys can do it on your time. So you can click on hide, wait for a random amount of seconds, and then show. And again, this will give you different cloud variations every time you scroll forward and scroll backward. So you're never going to have the same background. Okay. So let me know if you guys have any questions. Okay. The last thing we're going to do is, again, back to the same background. You see how the buildings are the same thing? Luckily, we chose these buildings because these buildings, or if you didn't choose these buildings, I'm sorry, but you have to check if it has different costumes. So click on your building, if you have the building. So click on costumes. And then luckily, this building has a bunch of costumes. So that's good. We want to use all these different costumes because we want different buildings for our scene. Okay, so that's good. And we want to do is we want to do, the cat goes when I don't click it. What?
It keeps going.
What do you mean it keeps going?
It never stops.
Can you share your screen so I can see what's going on? Oops. Okay, let me see. Like, what do you mean it stops? Like you're not pressing a button and that it keeps on scrolling? What's going on? It looks like it was working. Your mic is off, I think.
It works.
Ah, okay. Okay, so let's get back to the building stuff. So we have our building. Wow. Okay, we're gonna finish like in the next 5 minutes. So if you can hang on there, just 5 more minutes and we're done. Okay. Oh yeah, it already left. Okay, that's good. So that's fine. So again, all we're gonna do is with the building is we're gonna do exactly the same. Once this position is reached, we're gonna go to events. We're gonna wait. Okay. Same thing what we did with the other one. We're gonna hide and then show. Okay, hide and show. So exactly the same thing what we just did. And we're gonna wait. So pick a random number for 0.1 or 1 seconds. And then same thing here, 0.1 to 1 second. Okay. Now the next thing we want to do is we want to pick a random costume for this guy. So the cool thing we can do is go to looks, and then here we can say change costume, or let's say yeah, change costume to, and it gives you the number. So here all we need to do is put it after we wait. So same thing here. Oops, wrong one. Yeah. Okay, so we wait, and then after we wait, we switch to the costume, and then here we can pick a random costume. So we go to operators, and we're gonna pick a random. So click on, and then you can just put it here where the building is, and then same thing with here. Okay, and you can just leave it as default because this actually has, if you click on costumes, this actually has 10 costumes, so that's perfect. Okay, so here is gonna switch a costume between 1 and 10. So now when you press the flag, it's not going to do it right now because this will only work if you scroll to the left and right. So now if I scroll left and right, now the buildings are going to change. And you see how the buildings are now changing? Okay. But if you want the buildings to change, before you start working on this, all you have to do here is do the same thing up here. So here, I'm going to grab a random, go to looks, and then switch costume to right here. Okay, and that's it. We just press flag, and now the buildings are randomized. Okay, so now every time you move, the buildings are now becoming random and at random positions, so they're not coming at the same interval. Okay. Yes. Okay. All right, so that is it for today's lesson. So this is called parallax scrolling. So we are not moving. It's just the background is moving. That's giving us the illusion that the world is moving. The big thing to remember is that things that are closest to you move the fastest. Things that are far away, like the clouds, move slow, giving you that perspective look that things things are moving. Okay, and that's how things work with perspective vision. And then, of course, if you want to make this into a game, you can make it collectibles that spawn random things. You can jump, and then player movement we went through yesterday. So if you guys want to take a look at that video, what we did yesterday about player movement, or you can do very basic jumps like go up, 10 on the Y and then go down after pressing spacebar. Whatever you want, that's fine. But here we're gonna stop. Does anyone have any questions about what we did, or any questions about something is not working and you guys want to get it to work? Is that a no? It's okay. All right. Yeah, so I'm going to post this video. Again, if you guys want to check it out again and go through it again, it's going to be on the YouTube page or on the Bytes and Bots page. So if you don't know, I'm going to show you here. So we go here. Let's go to Bytes and Bots. And then here, we just click on live classes, or here, click on online classes, whichever one. Just click on it. And then here, it's going to be on the top right. It says past classes. Just click on past classes. And then here you have all the videos that we've been doing so far. So if you miss something or you want to catch up on something, just click on the YouTube page, and then you should be able to watch the video we worked on. Okay. Awesome, guys. Thanks for coming. And then I'll see you guys next time. Okay. Bye.